This is Loco, and Loco, he is called, look, you're meant to have good eyesight, go on. He is called a striated caracara, okay? And a striated caracara lives on the Falkland Islands. So where they are found on the Falkland Islands, they are a very unique bird of prey. It has no predators. It doesn't have to fly to catch its food. Basically, this bird is a ground-dwelling bird of prey. There's barely any trees on the Falkland Islands, and they even nest on the ground as well. He doesn't have any reason to fly in the wild. Like I say, he's the top predator on the Falkland Islands. So this means that Loco can fly if he wants to. He just finds it very, very hard work because he's so heavy compared to a bird of prey with his size wingspan. His beak and his legs have both been seriously upgraded to make them very, very powerful, okay? So Loco's got this upgraded beak, these upgraded legs, and it means that he hunts a lot of shellfish in the winter, and that beak is built for just breaking open crabs, mussels, you name it, that beak will just crunch open the shells and get to the meat inside. Now you're also looking, yeah, I have to try and keep him under control for a second. He also is the most intelligent bird of prey in the world. Not Loco personally, obviously, but the species, right? Striated caracaras are super clever, and I personally think one of the reasons why they're so clever is because of how remote and desolate the Falkland Islands are. In the winter, there is not a lot of food around. You know, caracaras have to really be resourceful just to stay alive. Where are you? Come on. And they're one of the only birds of prey that I know of that will eat other things apart from meat just to survive. Obviously, they can't migrate. They're stuck on the Falkland Islands in those winter months. So they will dig up the roots of plants and eat the roots and stuff like this just to get through the winter months. So that could possibly be why they're the most intelligent species of birds of prey, or it could be something else. But in the summer months, life gets easier and Loco turns into a very gruesome bird of prey with no compassion. His favourite food is baby penguins, and then they will eat seabird chicks. They even, in little gangs, jump on top of seal pups, and they will eat seal pups alive as well. So you're looking at a very gruesome little bird of prey that definitely does not do compassion. But the seabird chicks and the penguins try and have the chicks down burrows to keep them safe from caracaras. But out here we have our very own Falkland Island penguin burrows. Now this is as good as he gets, okay? So we're going to put some food inside the burrows and we'll see whether our caracara can go inside and find himself a penguin chick. And basically during the breeding seasons, these caracaras will just pop in and out of these burrows all day long in search of a poor old penguin. In you go. Come on, you're meant to be intelligent. Go on. Are you going in or not? He's cheating. Right, let me try that again. That didn't work very well. Told you, Loco is not very good at his job. Stop cheating! Come on! That's it. Finally, he goes in and out. And that is as good as Loco gets. So they hunt these poor little baby animals, but like I say, you know, you've got to remember for a caracara, life is so tough. In those winter months, they really have got it hard. So you can't blame them for taking advantage of the breeding season and the young animals that would be hanging around. Striated. You get different types of caracaras in Central and South America, but the striated caracara is mainly found on the Falkland Islands. Now and again, a few of them get blown, like they can. On a still day like today, if he took off, he's so heavy, he'd probably make it into the green field and get tired and want to land again. But in the wind, he could potentially fly, get lift and fly further. So they do turn up in Argentina now and again, but they're mainly on the Falkland Islands. And then my parents opened a bird of prey centre back in 1996. Still living there today are two Caracaras that I train called Mr. and Mrs. Butthead, okay? And the Buttheads are just as bad as Loco. But, oh, you are a moron, come on. But they have a tea rooms for people to buy their lunches at the Bird of Prey Centre. Now, when the Buttheads come out, the whole building goes on lockdown, because if you leave a window open, they will get in the building, they go straight to the tea rooms and they attack everybody eating their lunches. And they will steal cakes, crisps, sandwiches, you name it, they'll steal it. And remember, these birds have got no fear of humans. He doesn't have any predators, so his instinct is that he's the toughest and meanest creature in the world. So he's not scared of just, you know, taking on a fully grown adult stranger and stealing a sandwich straight out of their mouth. So they are very naughty. Loco, you're not finished. You see, he tried to run off then. Honestly, come on. So they are just extremely clever, but in captivity it makes them naughty. He's the only bird at the centre that has worked out where the food's kept. That's why he runs off. He gets bored of me and he runs off to the food shed to try and work out how to open the door. But he is being a little bit better behaved at the moment, because I've told him that I've found a really good taxidermist for him to go to if he doesn't sort out his attitude. So he's being a bit better behaved. So there you go. Got ADHD Caracaras. They are crazy. They're all crazy as well. It's not just Loco. This is like striated Caracaras are just off their heads. That's his food crop. Ours don't have a crop. The food goes straight to the stomach. But with this bird, he's got a stretchy food pouch, look. And basically, if he was to eat a baby penguin, that crop would stretch so big that he would eat 4 days worth of food in one go. And then he'd go to sleep for 4 days. Well, he would eat half probably, and that crop would be huge.
I have no idea how big a baby penguin is.
Well, let's say he could probably fit well over a pound's worth of meat in that crop, in weight. Go on, crazy. So there we go, Caracaras. Absolutely rubbish, but I absolutely love them because they are just so unique in the bird of prey world, and you've got to love that serious attitude problem.